what's going on, guys? So we're back here with another video, and today I'm gonna go through my predictions for Clash of Champions Gold Rush. And before I start, I just want to say I got on the Thunderdome for Clash of Champions, so if you want, look out for me. I'll be in my Rey Mysterio mask, and yeah, just letting you know. But now let's get into the video. First match, we have Asuka vs. Selena Vega for the Raw Women's Championship on the kickoff show. It's for the Raw Women's Championship, and it's on the kickoff show. Remember, this belt main evented WrestleMania, and it's on the kickoff show. So, but now getting into the match, I think this is a pretty obvious one. I think Asuka's gonna retain because I don't see Selena Vega winning the title. They just put her in because they don't really have anyone else to put in. I guess Mickie James, but they kind of ruined her. And yeah, so I have Asuka retaining in a pretty decent match on the kickoff show. Okay, since I did the Raw Women's Championship, let's do the SmackDown Women's Championship next. So we have Bayley and Nikki Cross. And this, it's another rematch. I think, when did they, I forget it, I think it was SummerSlam, or it was Extreme Rules. I think Bayley's gonna win. Obviously, no Sasha Banks no help from Sasha Banks this time because, well, you know what happened if you, watch WWE. But, maybe actually we will get Sasha Banks helping Nikki Cross out. But I doubt that. I think that if anyone takes the title from Bayley at this point, it's going to be Sasha Banks. So I have Bayley retaining in a decent match. Next up, we have Shinsuke and Cesaro defending their SmackDown Tag Team Championships against Lucha House Party. And Lucha House Party, if they lose this, yeah, that's going to be pretty bad. I think they've had a lot of chances at it. You know, kind of hard to take them seriously at this point. But honestly, I like the team. Hopefully they don't break up. But I think this is what's going to happen. Nakamura is going to come. Kinshasa to cover. Then he's going to get the 1, 2. But then out of nowhere, what's his name? Metalik is gonna come break it up, and then they're gonna hit a move like the springboard stunner, and then 1, 2, 3, and Lucha House Party are going to be your new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Hopefully this happens. It probably won't, but you know what? This is my prediction. I have a good feeling about it, and if not, Lucha House Party, I don't know what's gonna happen to them, but yeah, that's my prediction for Lucha House Party versus Shinsuke and Cesaro. Next up, we have the Street Profits versus Angel, Garza, and Andrade for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Yet again, this match, not saying it's going to be a bad match. I like these 4 men. I think they have pretty good matches together, good chemistry. It's just, yeah, I don't want this match again. So, they could have done so much more with this. They could have had the Viking Raiders again. They could have, I wanted to see Dominic have a run for the tag team champions with, I forget who he teamed up with, but yeah, I think the tag team championships would be a good first title for Dominic. So I have the Street Profits retaining. Like, I guess Andrade and Angel Garza could win, but I think I have the Street Profits retaining. Then maybe have Dominic and Ray team up and win the titles. That would be cool. Or maybe even Dominic and Murphy, now that Rollins has kind of walked away from Murphy and betrayed him. So yeah, I have the Street Profits retaining, but then losing it at the next championship to Dominic and someone else. Next up, we have Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus the Riot Squad for the Women's Tag Team Championships. And oh boy, am I excited for this match. WWE is just treating us more than Nia Jax. That's just gonna... Who doesn't like to see Nia Jax wrestle? Best wrestler. Yeah, she's on both brands now. Maybe injuries in WWE will go up, but that's just a prediction. Okay, so now into the match. I really want the Riot Squad to win, and I think they're gonna win, because, like, they're actually a legitimate tag team. Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, they aren't a legit tag team. WWE just randomly paired them together. I want Shayna Baszler to actually become the Raw Women's Champion. There's a contender for Asuka's belt. She would be a great Raw Women's Champion, I think. I think she should have beat Becky at WrestleMania. But, yeah. So I want Shayna to go individually and do great things. And I want Nia Jax to get fired. So, yeah. I have the Riot Squad winning in a horrible match because Nia Jax is going to injure everyone. Next up, we have Bobby Lashley versus Apollo Crews for the United States Championship, and I think this is going to be a really good match, and I say it's going to be the third best match on the card. So, first up, let me just say that Apollo Crews and Ricochet are really boring as faces. I like the Hurt Business way more, and I think majority of the fans are actually cheering for the heels, which is the Hurt Business. And obviously Cedric Alexander joined them. So yeah, I think Apollo Crews just kind of got ruined. Well, not ruined, but I think his push is over. I think WWE are done with him. He's just gonna go back to a jobber. I have Bobby Lashley retaining, but then I really want Ricochet to win the title. I think Ricochet deserves the title. He was on the news. He's thinking of leaving, and I don't blame him. He's like one of my favorite wrestlers. Amazing talent, can do basically anything in the ring. And then WWE just wastes his talent away. I think if anyone should dethrone Lashley, it's Ricochet. So I have Lashley winning this, but then Ricochet beating him sometime in the future in a pretty good match too, like that match and this match. Next up, we have AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn versus Jeff Hardy for the Intercontinental Championship. I absolutely love this feud. It makes the Intercontinental Championship feel important again. Honestly, I like this way better than the Universal Championship picture right now. But not as much as the WWE Championship, but definitely better than the Universal Championship. So, yeah, like I said, this feud is great. We have Jeff Hardy winning against AJ Styles, but then AJ Styles calling Jeff Hardy a cheat for hitting him with the knee brace. And then we have Sami Zayn returning, who technically never lost the title, and he thinks he's the champion. And then, yeah, they both keep on calling Jeff Hardy up. So Jeff Hardy says, "Enough! I've had enough of this. Let's have a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship at Clash of Champions Gold Rush." So, yeah, I want Sami Zayn to win. I really like Sami Zayn. Except I don't like him as a heel. I prefer him as a face. So I think maybe make him win, somehow turn him face. That's probably impossible. But I probably think Jeff Hardy is going to win. But I say this is going to be the best match on the show. Definitely 100%. This is going to be a great match. We're going to have Jeff Hardy swanton bombs off the ladder, maybe even a twist of fate off the ladder. Sami Zayn going wide with the Luva kicks, and Styles with the phenomenal forearms, and Styles clash. So yeah, I have Jeff Hardy winning after a swanton bomb off the ladder to both men. And then, best match of the night, Jeff Hardy winning. Next up, we have Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso for the Universal Championship, and I don't know about this one. You know, Jey might win. This is literally one of the most unpredictable matches of all time. No one knows who's going to win. I think I'm just going to give it to Roman just because he's the champion. But all jokes aside, we all know who's going to win this. We only have I have a few endings in mind. We either have another Uso returning Jimmy to help Jey win. We have Jey lying on the ground and telling Roman to pin him, and then he joins some faction with Roman Reigns. Or we have Roman Reigns just squashing him because of his cancer. I don't think he's going to want to fight in COVID too much because he doesn't want to risk getting it. I feel like he's going to be like a Brock Lesnar, like defended at pay-per-views but only 5-minute matches. Yeah, so that's what I think is going to happen. Or maybe Or maybe we'll have Paul Heyman turn on Roman Reigns and we have a Brock Lesnar return, but I highly, highly, highly doubt that's going to happen. But the one ending I'm picking is the best ending. I think I have Roman Reigns winning this match in a squash match. I think this is what's going to happen. They're going to shake hands, hug each other because, you know, they're cousins. Then when Jay's walking to his corner, Roman's going to hit a cheap shot on him, clothesline from behind. Then do a few Superman punches and finish it off with a spear. And then he's going to be celebrating. And then out of nowhere, Mr. Money in the Bank Otis is going to come. He's going to hit that caterpillar on him. Do that new finisher he does off the ropes. And then he's going to win. He is going to win the Universal Championship after cashing in his money in the lunchbox. You know what? And Miz and Morrison Sue is gonna go horribly wrong. They're gonna get they're not gonna get released, but maybe the Otis's lawyer is gonna be like, nope, you can't do that, and then they get split up, and then we have John Morrison and go for the maybe U.S. title or Intercontinental Championship, and then we have the Miz becoming a jobber. But nah. No, yeah, that's going to happen. And then Otis is going to cash in. And he's going to become the new Universal Champion. Oh, yeah. And I know people are going to be like, what? Otis? No way. But think about it. Remember my Money in the Bank prediction? I had Otis winning. No one thought Otis was going to win. And who was right? I was. So I have Otis winning this match. Well, Roman winning and then Otis winning. And yeah. Next up, we have the Legend Killer Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship in an ambulance match. Because, you know, during COVID, everyone wants to be reminded of an ambulance. Like, everyone. They just love ambulances in COVID. Okay, now getting on to the match. I'm kind of disappointed it's an ambulance match because I liked the first match. I think it went really well. And I thought... Yeah, I think it went really well. I think these two work well together. I think a normal match would have been much better than an ambulance match. And I think this is going to be the second best match of the night. If it was a normal match, it would definitely be the first. But yeah, this is going to be the second best match of the night. I have it ending, I think McIntyre is going to win. But I only have two endings. Either McIntyre, this is my prediction. McIntyre's gonna hit a Claymore kick into the back of the ambulance, winning the match. And my other prediction, and this is a bit wild, but I would love if this happened. Randy Orton, McIntyre, both on top of the ambulance. Randy Orton hits an RKO, puts a hole in the ambulance. Both men go through. And then inside the ambulance, Drew McIntyre hits a Future Shock DDT. Like he does a kick up. Right before Randy's going to leave, it's a Future Shock DDT, then gets out of the ambulance and wins. That's how I would love it to end, but that ain't happening. So yeah, I have Drew retaining the championship with a Claymore into the ambulance. Okay, and I'm actually going to end the video there. Thanks so much for watching. If you like videos like this, or if you like action figure videos, sub to my YouTube channel. Link will be in the description. It's 100% free. Go follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. All links will be in the description. You get some sneak peeks on there. Videos I make. And then go sub to the Best Cousin Ever Upkick. Link will be in the description. Go sub to one of my best supporters, Tiny Piece of Games. Also link will be in the description. And this beautiful authentic scale ring I have. AEW All Elite Wrestling new authentic scale ring. And all these amazing figures I have, all from Ringside Collectibles. Go to the description of the video, and click on that link, and get all your figures. Use discount code, sadly I don't have one, but use discount code, let's go, Grim, that's the only one I know. And you'll get a little bit of money off. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. I will see you in the next video.